So, good morning. I promised that I would take a few minutes and talk about where we are from a financial perspective. And I just want to use this as a quick little introduction or overview of things. I asked you over the weekend to evaluate where you were from the perspective of financial liberty versus financial freedom. In many cases, many of us, we still work, we have jobs, we have businesses, we are relying on pensions or retirement funds or social security benefits or some other means. And so I wanted to pull us all together because a big part of what's happening in the US and across the world is the monetary systems have changed. And they are working aggressively to bring a lot of structures online very quickly. We know that we all went through the 2007, 2008 financial crisis, or 2009. It may have been your impact year. I'm not sure. But we have experienced another financial market crash that they kind of covered up. And the Feds and the Federal Reserve got really involved in September 2019. That's when we were birthing something new spiritually, and they were birthing a new paradigm on how they were going to structure the prop up. There was a big repo market crash, and most of us are not familiar with that, what that really is and how that system really works. But there was one, and immediately the Federal Reserve and the Feds worked really hard to set up financial infrastructures to prop up that particular system. Well, we all know that they're bringing online the digital monetary system, the currency, the cryptocurrency, and there's tons of cryptocurrencies. And if you haven't started investigating that, you should, or you should have been already. In addition to that, the blockchain, which is a technology that props up a lot of the gold mining or what they call mining activities, I would recommend to the entire group to begin to review various levels of information as it relates to your financial system. If you have not already, take a list, create a list, by writing down what you have, where it is, how much of it do you have. And then I want you to immediately, if you have a financial broker, if you have a financial company, Schwab's or E-Trade or Merrill Lynch or any of these, that you quickly have conversations with them about trying to figure out how to get your money more diversified than it's ever been before, so that it's not all propped up into old systems and old companies. If you notice, the Feds are buying corporate bonds, and that's not good. It seems good, but that's not good when they're buying the bonds of companies. And so we need to look at, where is the money going? Who owns the money? Which you should know, the rich own the money. The government does not own the money. And I hope you know that by now. The rich own the money. And so they're constantly devising plans to ensure that they get richer, to ensure that they have powers of position. And that means that the gap between the rich and the poor will widen. We've already seen a loss of the middle class due to this increase in numbers of people that are poorer than in the past. So I want you to do your due diligence. I want you to take some time to uncover what is actually going on and pay attention to the financial markets. I want you to write your list of what you have, where it is. And when I say diversify, I mean, you're going to have to spread out your money, right? You don't want all your eggs in one basket. You don't want all your money in stock. You don't want all your money in crypto. You don't want all your money, but you want more money in the areas that the government is moving to. I read another article the other day on Sunday where the government is creating Fed accounts, and they want to give these to every American for digital dollars. So do a little bit of research, find out what's going on, because that's what's behind a lot of the movements that are taking place. There's such a current, which is currency. There is such an undercurrent of things that is going on in the world. and people are outraged for a number of reasons. And so people will use race, they will use any situation, they will use COVID-19. Come on, they will wicked devices. They will use anything to create turbulence in order to get their point across. People are feeling hopelessness. And God said to me a long time ago that when people start to lose hope, that is what is going out. Hope is being taken away from humanity as a whole across the globe. And so you're going to have to pay attention. Money and wealth are not the same thing. A lot of times people don't understand what money really is. And so in not really understanding that, people put all their trust in their 401k and their pensions and their whatever. But gold and silver have always been around. And what they're doing is creating more digital markets. And as these digital markets come online, because the dollar isn't really worth anything right now, you get the picture. I don't even have to describe that. I just want you to think about that. If the dollar collapsed, understand that the US dollar backs up most currencies. So if the US dollar fails and it's not propped up or backed up by something else, then the world goes into chaos, the entire world. Now, there are a couple of countries that have started breaking off from the US, that have broken off and started their own. There are a couple of countries that have started their own digital currencies. And they're doing that because of the amount of debt. You can't just keep printing money. So remember, I said that the US passing out stimulus checks is not free. So passing out stimulus checks, it sound great. Yep. Help the people, give us all this money. It's great. Everybody's excited and clapping. And for some people, they got more money than they've had when they were working their job. That's all great. But that is the beautiful sunshine before the storm hits. So let's make sure that we are all wise and that we are preparing for whatever is about to come. So this is Money 101. This is Wealth 101, or this is, I don't know what you want to call this. You name this message, but this is about you checking your financial pulse. This is about a financial health checkup. There it is, a financial health checkup. And I want you to check your situation. Okay. I'll be back online to share a few other things that I want you to pay attention, but I've given you a lot of assignments in this. And I want you to take the time to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please listen to other videos that we have put out. There is a lot embedded in them, and we'll recommend a few of them in this link for you to watch in addition to this one. Okay. Thank you.